What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the platform again. Beautiful people. What a day has been. And I know lots of you have been on the spaces and what is going on trending now in terms of a Chelsea managerial hunt. They're looking for the right person. And lots of us have been surprised in terms of some of the managers that have been left out. Those that are highly linked with the job. We know yesterday it was the likes of Luis Enrique who was being cited out. Today we're hearing Nagelsmann's also out of it. And then there's been highly linked with Mauricio Pochettino. And I know a lot of you have your own opinion in terms of who can do the job. If it's is it Mauricio Pochettino? Now there is another name circulating around this managerial job for Chelsea Football Club. Another man named Vincent Kompany. Can Vincent Kompany do the job? It's another thing. Are we going to jeopardize the position again and give it to a manager who is that inexperienced in terms of managing the Premier League? Only the job that he's done at his hometown and also the championship thing. So yes, welcome back again. Today we'll be talking. We have a lot to talk about in terms of a program. The program for the show. It's I don't know, but there's a lot going on there. And I'm gonna give you guys the chance also later on, but half an hour to go for you guys to come on and have your say. But in this episode, we will discuss Ralf Rangnick's criticism of Christopher Nkunku's decision to join Chelsea and the potential impact of on the club, and also we will also talk about Mason Mount's departure from social media and the reports of Chelsea selling Kalidou Koulibaly as part of a summer clear out. Are you a Chelsea fan wondering about the latest transfer news and how it could impact the team? Stay tuned as we dive into Ralf Rangnick comments about Christopher Nkunku and joining Chelsea Football Club, and also like I always say over here, this fuel your passion for sports where the action never stop. Only on Blueclouds Media. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the platform again. And like I said, Lil Desperandons, as usual. I'll never stop saying it. Hang on to hope. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Let's get into it. Let's talk. Let's start with whilst we wait for CFCOG to get on the platform. Let's start with the main topic, which has to do with Ralf Rangnick's comment to Christopher Nkunku. I know you guys are how you want to talk about the managerial show. We will get there, and also I'll get into the comment section and see what all is going on there. Let me see. Give me a second, real quick. Let me check something out here. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it going. For a second, I got everything here on the screen. I'm just sent a link out to CFCOG. I think he messaged me for the link, so I just sent it back there. So that's just by the way I get that out. All right. So let's get into the main topic. The main topic. Chelsea. We'll start from a Ralf Rangnick decision on Christopher Nkunku. And if you guys haven't heard this, probably you guys might have heard this. But let's talk about it. What do you make of that comment coming from Ralf Rangnick? Comment in terms of how Chelsea is struggling right now, the situation at Chelsea Football Club, and why. Okay, hold on. Welcome to the stream, dummy. How are you?
I feel good.
Good. Yeah. Well, we're gonna start with Mr. Ralf Rangnick coming to Christopher Nkunku. Why he made that decision? I'm not so sure if you've heard about his comments that he made.
He said he wants to sign a company, right?
No. His decision to Christopher Nkunku, why he decided to choose to go and play at Chelsea, where Chelsea find themselves in this predicament, where things are not going well. There's no Champions League for Chelsea next season, but yet Nkunku chose to stay, play for the football club. I think he has no option because the deal has already been signed a long time ago, and there's nothing that Nkunku can do, in my opinion. I know you know much about Ralf Rangnick, an ex Manchester United caretaker coach.
Yeah. So Nkunku is coming to Chelsea. Wow!
Absolutely.
Wow! Wow! Okay. Well, honestly, regardless of the fact that we are struggling, once you're a big boy, you're a big boy. So I think it's the same for Chelsea, and
Yeah.
Chelsea's been there. We've done that. We've beaten the giants of the world. We've been beaten before. So yeah, I think that prestige is still there for us as Chelsea as a whole. And I can understand Nkunku coming to Chelsea because this is temporary. Unlike Liverpool and Arsenal, that it takes them years to get trophies. Chelsea is the kind of I think Chelsea is the kind of a club that would only last maybe 2 seasons without going, home without a trophy. So I think I can understand Nkunku's decision coming to Chelsea because Chelsea is the team to win trophies. So yeah, Nkunku coming to Chelsea, that's actually another added advantage to us. So yeah, I'm actually just hearing the news, but it's a good news to hear.
Oh, of Nkunku come to Chelsea?
No, of him signing the papers.
Yeah.
There was rumors of we going for Jude Bellingham
Jude
and
Bellingham.
Nkunku. Yeah. So I don't really like to follow all the news I hear on social media because not everything is legit and real. So
Well, Nkunku have really finished the deal. The paperwork has been done a while ago because payments and everything has been done. I think it's about I'm not so sure of the figures, but the payments and everything has been settled already. So yeah, we'll come back to the Ralf Rangnick situation right now with Christopher Nkunku. I know the main topic right now is all about the manager. As I don't know, I'm not so sure if you've heard about the recent inclusion of Vincent Company. The news was there yesterday, but it's coming more heavily and heavily since one of the biggest platforms out there have tweeted that out. So it becoming more seriously that we have to delve into it. But I'll come back to that real quick. And before I get there, let me appreciate and acknowledge the viewers in the comment section below already. We have a Phantom of Minute topic as usual. He never comes in without liking the video. Nagelsmann is out as of now. Nagelsmann is also out. Mount talking to Liverpool. Mason, you will never walk alone. Coming from a Phantom of Minute topic. Good luck with you with the live stream today, my brother. I'm busy, but we'll try pop on if I get a free time. That's there's no time to rush. It's always I'm gonna be here for over an hour. So yes, anytime you're free, you can jump on. Big up to you, DJ Sab. So big up me. I will stick to my point I made yesterday. Our owners are a bunch of clowns. Another top manager has turned us down in Nagelsmann. Okay, now we are looking at company, another mystery manager. Absolutely, I agree with you, DJ Sab. I agree with you. Another one coming from DJ Sab. So that mystery manager is Galido. All right, Galido, the Argentine manager. So how this is mystery, I don't know. This guy was linked with us 2 weeks ago. Good tactics, good tactics coach, won Copa del Cup, but can't speak English. Well, that would be a big thing. That would be a very, very difficult thing. I mean, it cannot be. It could be a big thing. It could not be a big deal because we know Marcelo Bielsa wasn't that fluent in English, but it was able to get a tune out of the Leeds United team in the championship, and it was even playing good football in the Premier League, but then the only thing was a defensive issue. So yeah, the language barrier could be a problem, or you could say it couldn't be a problem. So that's just by the way. Big up to you, Snoopy G. Snoopy G say you need to choose a better polls. I understand, Snoopy G. I understand you want me to put something there that will favor you. Sometimes when you put something out there that doesn't favor people, they'll say, yo, what you're saying is not really right. But if you put stuff there that favor the argument, they'll tell you you're right. I understand what you mean. You want the current pool, which has to do with Vincent Company. I'll put it there right for you. That's why I was about 5 minutes late trying to get that pool out for you to make you satisfied. I have to make sure I come over here and please you all. But it's not going to be that easy trying to please everyone on the platform. But I try as much as I can. I quickly, as soon as you guys said that, I took it down and put down the poll that you're interested in. So that's just by the way. Snoopy G says change the poll. Change it to Poch and Company or something else. It's right there for you, bro. G said I agree. Snoopy G need to change it. The title too. No, I can't change the title, guys. I wish you guys can do what I'm doing. Then you see how it is trying to come up with a suitable title for your show as well. Sometimes the news come after the content has already been created. I sit down after the show every evening. I sit down to try and deal into trending news and then put my content together to bring it out here. So as some of the news come in a little bit too late, it's very difficult to try to get into it and then make the content flow. So that's just by the way. So yeah, big up to Blue Blood. Blue Blood, it's been a while. I hope you're doing very well, Blue Blood. He said, greetings, everyone. Greetings to you too. AZ, big up to you, my brother. He says, my heart hurts for those who were deceived with money by this German swindler. Who is that? German, is it Thomas Tuchel or is it Nagelsmann? I'm not so sure who that is. Big up to you, Georgie again. AZ, let me know who you definitely you're talking about. So good pull, brother. Thank you. I do listen to you, man. I do listen to you. I'm on time. King of Animal is on time. I hope Mr. Patrick will be on time here today. Spence will be back and big again. Said he's just making fun of us. You're taking our sloppy second for once. Well, let's see. Big up to BBTV. Please send me the. Okay, definitely, I'll do that for you, my big brother, so we can hear a lot. Because I was with a space. I was on a space with you, big brother. Let me bring him on, so we can have a different perspective. I love doing that. I love to get different perspective of others, so it makes the show more authentic. So yeah, I'm looking for my brother. Whilst I can send him the link right now. Dummy, take us through. Let's get it through whilst I look for my brother here. Take us through the recent link with Vincent Company. Do you have faith in him? If Chelsea should get Vincent Company and Mauricio Pochettino, which one are you gonna go for, Dummy?
But who is advising Todd to? I don't. Why is he acting like a man that is? If you want to marry a wife, you go for the one you specifically want to marry. Why is he stressing us going
But
for coaching?
Damien, if you're a man, you want to marry the woman, don't you think that you have to consult your parent for them, as they have so much experience? They have to sit down and say, hey, I don't
Who
see
are the
anything good from this man. I don't see anything good from this guy. You should go for that guy. Don't
who,
you think the parent experience will come in? When
who
I talk about the parents are the Christopher Bevel and those guys over there who are being, technical directors, and they are doing the job. So over to you, Dami.
honestly, I don't. God, I don't know who is advising Todd. I don't know who is talking to, always giving him those advices. But
But this
company
one.
at Chelsea, it is not
Mhm.
going to work. No, 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 no. I would rather we sign Potter back, because that's like going one step forward, 5 steps backwards. Like, it is not going to work. I do not want that guy, and I'm just saying on Twitter now that Nagelsmann is off. What is going on? This man wants to give me heart attack, and it is not going to work, because this is not basketball, this is not baseball. You do not sign American coaches. I mean, God, Americans are just, I don't know. No offense, I do not mean to sound, like a racist or anything, but come on, come on. Todd said he makes some mistakes, and he's every time he's given a chance to correct these mistakes, he even goes ahead to make,
More.
the biggest mistake. So why is he inviting company care? Company. In fact, Lampard should stay then, because I'm just speechless, man. I'm really, 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 really sad, disappointed, and very angry at Todd at this level, because it's just dragging us backward, and this is honestly not what we need. Hey, OG!
Big up,
OG
man.
is in the
Full house,
building.
yeah. Full house, nice, man.
Happy Eid, man. Happy Eid, man.
Yeah, big up Eid time as well for everyone who else celebrating. Who else we got? What? Why do I see a Spurs chat in the? I beg to get that Spurs chat down.
Bro,
Big up-
how's the Tottenham
Yeah.
fan saying we're the worst team in London? Are you mad?
That's why I
No,
kept
I'm
it there
good.
for a while. I don't know what he's talking about,
Literally,
man.
well, like,
I mean, you can banter, but not to that extent. Big up to you, Max, Big Max. Big up to you. Say how you
Yeah,
doing,
hi
sir?
guys, hi guys. Good.
big up everyone, man.
Big up to you,
Eid
Big
Mubarak.
Brother OG, and
I'll
big
say
up to
Eid
you,
Mubarak.
Mr. Steven.
Nee, just quick on this, right?
Yes, sir.
Earlier, I was interested, right? I was having a discussion with an Arsenal fan, right? It was like early hours in the morning, like I'm always up for silly times, right?
Right.
I was like, cool, let me check this, right? Champions League history by year, and then like I broke it down, like total of how many times you got to each stage, right? Arsenal and Chelsea, right? I didn't even bother looking at Tottenham. There's no point. There's no relevancy. At least with Arsenal, there's a reason to look.
George, if you want to jump in, man. Don't be scared. Last time you jumped in, you didn't say nothing.
All right, guys. I've also sent a link in. This is we've opened it very, very early for everyone. You can jump in, you come in. I don't want to overcrowd the the platform, else the backstage. I wouldn't even see you when you come in. So I have one space left. I have more space. I can have about 15, I think so. But I have one space there on my screen because I have a lot of screens over here. But this screen is where I'm reading. If you have too many people down there, they go down. I might not see when I'm trying to concentrate trying to navigate through. So when you come on, you just have a few minutes, like 2-3 minutes on the platform. You drop your 25 cents, and then you up for somebody else also come in. So let's do it that way. I'm gonna drop the link early, but I have Max. Before I'll go to Max right now. Before then, I'll come back to OG, and I know where Max stands on terms of what is going on. But earlier on, we did talk a little bit about Mr. Rangnick decision, or not decision, what he said to influence Christopher Nkunku's decision of joining Chelsea Football Club, and how messy Chelsea Football Club are at this moment, and why did they choose to go and play at Chelsea? Mr. Max, what do you make of that? By the way, guys, Mr. Max is a Chelsea fan, and true Chelsea fan. He's been supporting Chelsea for decades. When I tell decades, I mean we're talking about over 25 years. That's what I'm talking about. Decades, a lot of them. So yeah, he has a channel called BBTV. Absolutely, he throws a fact. He throws much more figures, and then go into details in terms of analysis and what he brought up. So if you haven't seen Mr. Max's channel, you haven't seen what he's all capable of doing, there's 3 dots in there. If you look at the comment section below, he's right there. The 3 dots are right there. Click on it, it will take you straight to his channel. Nice. Give him a like and watch his video. Then you can know that these are more proper chess. Proper chess are the men that have been there for quite a long time. OG, one of them. Also, Chelsea's, they have been there. And also, yeah, Steven, you can check Steven out. Steven doesn't put comments over there, but he's on Twitter. You can check him out too. So yes, Mr. Max, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. What an introduction. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, you deserve it.
You know what? Rangnick he failed at Manchester United, and he should just go and sit in his closet somewhere, because Nkunku joined us, and we were smart with this actually, because the owners probably thought, what happens if we don't make top 4 this season, which was a possibility. So by getting Nkunku to sign that deal when he did, and it's all signed and agreed now, then he hasn't got any choice but to join us. And so at the time, we weren't a mess at the time that he joined. It's only this season that's panned out as it is, quite late now. So I think he's coming in. For me, it's a challenge for him now. He's got that challenge to make us a good team again, and he can do that. The people that we have been buying, I think we've got enough quality. We've got Enzo Fernandez and other people coming in, Badiashile. When you think about it, next season isn't going to be like it was this season. First of all, we're going to have no Europe, and hopefully we can't have as many injuries as we did this season. Getting a proper manager who's going to be able to work with the squad, and this is important, because we'll be able to work with the squad every single week without an interruption, similar to what Conte did when he was here, when he won the league. Remember, we finished 10th under Mourinho the season before, and we went from 10th to win the league. Yeah, and if you look at Arsenal were nowhere for ages, but because last year they didn't have any Europe, that's why they're challenging for the league this season. Arteta was able to implement his ideas week in, week out. So Arsenal, they can find each other with their eyes closed, because it's drilled in. The coaching has been drilled into that team. So we get a coach who has a good pre-season, who can drill his methods in during the pre-season, and he's got a week to work on his training methods.
Yeah, but Max, they made the pre-season too difficult for us. They literally put every team that beat us. Like, why couldn't we have two?
Well, they'd have been struggling to find teams then, unless we were playing teams from the Championship.
It's all right. We ain't played Wrexham yet.
Honestly, Wrexham is the only one we can win. I mean, Brighton and Newcastle, I'm like, what are you guys doing? That's like low ticket sales and high level difficulty. You know what I mean?
To be fair, that's on the Premier League, because it's all done through them, isn't it?
We need a hard pre-season anyway, and I do care about pre-season, because that sets the tone, because when we lost 4-0 to Arsenal, everyone was saying, it's just pre-season, but that kind of set the tone. But for me, it's more the fact that we're going to have a whole week on the training ground. Why did someone like De Zerbi straight away instill his methods into Brighton, because he can do it on the training ground day in, day out. We had the likes of Potter who came in, 2 days, then we were playing a game. Then remember, you got a rest period after that. So you can't change a club all around when you've got only a couple of days to work with them and you've got lots of disruptions. So I think, we're not that far back. Yeah, we're just having a bad season. We're not as bad as some people make out. This is just a season where we've had a lot of injuries. We've had some unluck, bad. Some coaching hasn't been great. But look at how many goals, how many worldies have we conceded this season? Every time a guy shoots from 30 yards, and it's not just Kepa's fault.
Yeah,
a lot of people blame Kepa. But you look at that goal by the Wolves guy the other day.
What a goal.
Falling into the corner. And even the Brighton goal the other day, some people are blaming Kepa. I don't blame him for that. The one in the top corner. But there's a lot that people have scored this season against us. We've had poor finishing. So I think if we get the personnel right, get a couple, a proper striker in and a combative midfielder, I reckon that we're not that far behind as some people think. And next season, we may surprise a few people. We could be back in the top 4 as early as next season. Just got to have a bit of faith. It doesn't look like that now, but you just don't know.
Thank you very much, Max, for dropping your minerals. We're gonna go to anyone has any more reaction in terms of this Ralf Rangnick. If you're not interested, then we can move on to
there was
big one.
There was a comment there that said Ralf the irrelevant Rangnick.
Yeah.
He was a nobody before. Like we never. If it wasn't for United, no one really known him.
Well, to be honest with you, he wasn't. Feedback. I'm not so sure where it's coming from.
Control of him.
Yeah, I can't tell. It's not popping up here, so it's hard to tell.
Stephen, popping up.
There's a feedback coming from somewhere.
Yeah, Stephen. It's pretty obvious. Popping up. He's the only one not on mute.
Let me see.
We'd start sharing the stream so I can start doing the control as well, man.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like it was Steven a little bit. So I think that's saved. He'll correct that and he'll come back again. So where am I? Ralf Rangnick running.
I agree.
Yeah. Just like I was saying, Ralf Rangnick himself was not really to be a coach. I know he brought certain people up, but he was not really coming to Manchester United to be the United coach. He was coming in to be a technical director, which he did not get his job. So he ended up being the manager. And even after that, he was told if he can be the technical director for Manchester United, and still did not get it, so he has to move on.
No,
so
he
that's
got it, but he took an international job or something, didn't he?
I thought maybe they didn't give it to him. He didn't like the job.
No, I think he ended up taking an international job instead in the end.
Okay.
But just quickly on what was just said, right?
Yeah.
One thing about next season, right? Exactly what got said. You're going to be playing once a week with the exception of Carabao Cup. That's literally the only time where it's not going to be once a week. Because obviously FA Cup, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be on the weekend. There's the odd round where they put it midweek. So for the most part, it's going to be once a week. And look, I wanted Nagelsmann, right? It ain't happening now. But I saw people saying about with him, right? Oh, he changes his system a lot. Like, the philosophy's the same. It's literally just the formation that's different. And if you can keep changing your formation and get it drilled correctly, you're going to be a problem for everyone anyway. So that could have worked. But in terms of playing once a week, it means people like Reece, Kante, Chile, like all these lot that are key players for us can stay fit. That's the big thing for me. Is like you got these key players who can stay fit. Okay. And you don't even have to play Kante every week anyway.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. Big up to Mr. Patrick. Big up to Enzo Man TV and Georgie. Enzo Man TV. There's a lot of comments in here, which I'll get into it. We have Makeem over here in the house. Big up to the Metal Face Doom. Big up to you, bro. I haven't seen it for a while, but I hope you're doing very, very well. Richard Evans. Big up to you and Snoopy GGG, King of Animals. So I want to love you. Everyone is dropping this comment in here. It's getting very, very intense at this moment. Yes. Let's get to the main topic. The main topic of the day is the managerial rule, which I know lots of you have your takes on that, and I'm gonna get lots of. I'll give you guys more time to dissect and see.
What's the poll saying? What's the votes?
The votes right now. Let me see real quick. The poll is right there. The poll is moving. It's moving. We have 20 votes so far, and Vincent Kompany is 20%. Mauricio Pochettino has 40% of the votes. Then we have people that haven't decided yet. They said someone else has 25% of those votes, and those that are not sure if it's someone else, no, they're not sure who they want, has 15%. So it's very divided over here. They're not really sure of who to take over, but then lots of people are going for Mauricio Pochettino. You know, I've said it, but other people, I know. Let's take that away. And I know Max was getting close to agreeing with what I was saying. Let's take the Tottenham Hotspur's vibes away. Let's take the vibes away. And I understand he might bottle it at Tottenham Hotspur, but then it might be successful for Chelsea. Let's just take that away. The vibes, as you know, it will be the rivalry between Chelsea and then Tottenham. Let's just put that as let's look at the bigger picture. Can this guy work with Chelsea and get a tune out of these players? That's all we need. Someone that can come in. And I don't see Kompany. Look, he will fail and fall in the first month of his job, because the way he was yelling at his players. I know we are looking for, a ruthless manager, but not that kind of a ruthless, because I listen to dressing room messages coming from Vincent Kompany to his players. To be honest with you, if it hadn't been the achievement of Vincent Kompany, what he has achieved and the way he was talking to the boys, I'm telling you, there'll be a meltdown. There'll be even a fight in the dressing room. The words that he was using, to be honest with you, I would not take any of these words if I was playing. I'm not sure Costa would take those words from Vincent Kompany in the dressing room. So if you guys doesn't know the other side of Vincent Kompany, you guys have to go and watch.
But that's how you are with like proper English football. You're meant to be like all my old managers and coaches used to swear a lot and say things, crazy analogies. It's even worse than what Vincent done. But Championship probably the last place you could be like that. After that, you can't approach football, especially high level football.
Yeah, because the egos. Yeah, the egos and players are making more money, even more than you, the coach, you're making, and all those kind of things. Look at how much Kompany is making as a manager. Look at how much Ryan Sterling is making every week. Then Kompany stands right there and then throwing fingers and saying all this kind of words. Man, I don't think he's gonna get a tune out of these players. I don't know what you guys make of it, Mr. Max, and then OG. You guys can take over.
Yeah. Max, you go first.
Kompany. He's done well this is his second managerial stint now, because he had Anderlecht before, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's changed the style of their football, and that interview, that thing what you're talking about in his eye, and I saw it, the changing room dressing down he gave to his players. I think that's all over Twitter at the moment. But for me, if one of the reasons I heard that we weren't getting Nagelsmann is they admire him as a coach, but they said that he's inexperienced as well, and he's young. So if they're saying that about him, then the same thing has got to be level to the Kompany. Kompany is still young. He's had less of a managerial career at the moment than Nagelsmann, because Nagelsmann's been coaching for since he was 26, I believe. So he's been coaching for a while. So although his age, he's been coaching for 8 years already.
Nice.
So he's experienced. So Kompany, I just think he's a wild card in there, and I don't think he's going to be the man. I think it's going to be probably out of Poch, and they said there's a wild card.
Yeah, I think that's Napoli one.
It's Spalletti.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's the wild card. That's the man behind the scenes." I hear more the sporting manager, Amiron, whatever. I can't even say his name.
Oh yeah, Amiron. That's another
one of those two, I reckon.
But he's not. He's someone who's been mentioned before. I think Matt Lawley was saying that the wild card hasn't been mentioned at all. But I'm sure I heard Spalletti's name mentioned, and even Gallardo's name mentioned.
Oh.
Could that wild card be Ancelotti? Ooh, you don't know. I think Ancelotti would do well with this squad. It obviously it all depends what happens with him at Real Madrid. But he's used to working with younger players.
Brazil.
But he wants to go to national. I heard that he wants to manage Brazil.
No, that makes sense, man. Yeah. That makes sense for him.
Yeah.
All right, I have some few comments here. I haven't read much of the comments at all, so let me get into it. Football hairstylist. I'm going to start from football hairstylist comments. Just a little. The title is perfect coming from football hairstylist. I think the title is all right. You know, like I said, when I did the title, I did the thumbnail and all that stuff. The company news wasn't really trending that much, so I didn't even put him in there. So that could be the reason why.
Yeah.
But yeah,
can I just
big up.
a minute? Just to support you on that, because as a content creator myself, I made a video on Pochettino because obviously that was the news early in the morning, and in the video that I had made, I said that Nagelsmann's still favourite, and I edited the video and everything else, and as I posted it, then we heard the news that Nagelsmann is no longer in the running. So that's the thing. So we just don't know. So you spend all the time creating,
that's the struggle of it,
and then news comes out straight away, so people got to understand that. When as a content
guys,
news is always evolving all the time. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So guys, sometimes you have to understand it's not easy creating content. More or less, for you to do a video and even try to sit down and edit it, it takes a long time, guys. If you're not really a content creator, you won't understand it until I tell you guys yesterday. I told you, look, you have to give so much respect to the content creators out there that sit down and create this content and come up with the right title to suit the content you're putting out there. It's not easy. It's not easy because in every 2-3 hours something comes out. If you've done a
Especially
video let's say you've done a video and then you put a video out to come out in a couple hours, then something can come out. How do you change the video? All the effort you've put into that video is going to go away. So sometimes you gotta have to understand us a little bit, please. We're struggling over here. It's not easy. Big up to you, my brother Steven. Also King of Animal says big up Georgie. I see you on the Minerals FC chat. Absolutely.
Johnny's old channel.
Did someone say my name? Absolutely, I did say your name. All the time I do see your name. How is Tottenham fans saying we are West Ham in London? Are you good? It's a question coming to my brother over here. Tottenham also fan. Georgie is just making fun. Says you're frozen. Yes, I was in a bit. Big up chat. UTC coming from Richard Evans. Big up to you, Richard. Nice to see you here on the platform. Then you have Patrick. Patrick, big up to you, Mr. Patrick. Patrick said the kickers, I think that's what it means. The kickers are just mad. Their team's been in mud for
that's for Spurs.
Yeah, for decades. All right, coming from Mr. Patrick. Thank you very much for the comments. Greg Chelsea Freak said big up to all up the Chelsea. Absolutely big up to you, Mr. Greg Chelsea Freak. It's always nice to see you here on the platform. They also salute Richard May. Right. Big up OG in the house. Yes. Caption saved. Yes, OG in the house. Absolutely. OG is getting too much fun on this platform.
Because I jumped in halfway through.
I know. Judge G, so let go, OG, Max and Steven. Yes, I don't know. Something's happened. Steven is struggling to get his voice over. Kick him out. I don't know what is going on. Big up, Mr. Patrick, as usual. I call him Mr. Patrick, and then Richard Evans. Big up to everyone that is used to this platform. We want to see you guys coming back. We want to double the numbers. So, guys, if you can do me a favor, I don't like saying this. Subscribe and like. I don't want to do that anymore. So, the only thing you can do for me to help me out here is just click on the link and then share it on your Twitter page for me or Facebook page. Just do that for me real quick. It will take you just maybe 15 seconds to do that. If you can help me out, that's the only way I want you to help me out. Click on it and drop it on your Facebook page or on your Twitter page. Let's get more guys into the platform right now. That's the only help I can get from you guys in terms of being here, And so thank you very much. If you've already done that for me, I really appreciate it. BBTV subbed. Thank you very much for subbing. King of Animal. He's very, very knowledgeable person, very, very smart person in terms of his analysis. And if you want to know more about the past, you're talking about 25 years ago, what Chelsea went through. If you don't know, BBTV will give you all those analysis. Very, very great person. So yes, it will checking him out. Check him out.
Respect for serving. And just a little, just a little plug. I'm doing a podcast series. I started the first two, but I will be doing the next one. So what it's about is about the history of not only Chelsea, the history of football from the 60s all the way up to the 2020s. So any Chelsea fan out there who thinks that Chelsea were irrelevant before Roman Abramovich, then the facts that I'm going to give you guys, you can go back to your friends and just tell them how relevant we were before Abramovich.
Definitely, that's a tip of the iceberg. You know, BBTV has dropped a tip of the iceberg. The series is right there. Go check him out, and then you can know the history of Chelsea Football Club. Also, he summarized everything and put them in words. So just listen.
We'll do it every week, yeah.
We do it every week. Max, you drop the news. Video every week.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Max. Who's Max? Max is like I tell you, his name is right there. Click on the three dots, you take you to his channel. If you don't know Max, yes, BBTV. It used to be Bex and Bowling's TV. Him and his little kids, and then you love their intros and stuff like that. Very, very, very intriguing and very, very funny. And then nice. You love it. But now the boys are growing, so they're staying away from daddy. So daddy is controlling everything all by himself now. So lovely kids, man. We got OG.
Daddy not so cool anymore.
All right, I'm here. Welcome everyone. Big up to you. I want to love you to the house again. King of Animals said, yeah, King Nkunku. Absolutely, Georgie. Okay, I'm just going through some of the guys. If you have more questions, just drop them. And also do not forget to participate in the poll. Big up to Richard Evans said, so what manager options are we left with with now, does anybody actually know? We don't know. Just like Max said, there is one that they haven't even been talking about. It looks like he might be the best. But this is what I give the credit to what Chelsea is doing at this moment, because I remember back in the days under Roman Abramovich, we can hardly tell who are the nominees. All we know is this person is coming in. But then it looks like they're giving options to the media outlets, trying to give us, something to think about. Okay, they interview this person, So we are looking into different options at this moment. But we don't used to have this in the news back in the days. So yes, that's just by the way. So that's coming from a Metal Face Doom. Then also we have Makeem. Makeem, big up to you. Makeem says Rangnick is a player hater, coming from Makeem. Big up to you for the comment. I'm glad. I don't even know that. So Makeem, big up to you. And then Spider-Man. All right, big up to Enzo Man TV. Big up to you. Let us know what you do so we can also check you out. We also give
check him
the
out.
platform.
This guy does good, like, what's it called? Quiz shows and general football, Big Six, and tier ranking as well. He's a Liverpool fan, so he does Liverpool coverage. But he does a lot of watch-alongs. Yeah, I'll try to get him on one of these days, man.
Good. Enzo TV, Enzo Man TV, man. That's what we do over here. We also acknowledge other platforms that joins us over here. We also give you guys the mileage on our platform so people can check you guys out. Another Liverpool fan, and I'm used to all kind of diversity in terms of other platforms out there. I do watch a lot of YouTube channels. So yeah, big up to Enzo Man TV. Big up to you, man, for spending time with us here. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Mr. Patrick said fair play to Nagelsmann for not being a yes man. Which Pop and Company. What an F. Absolutely coming from Mr. Patrick. Enzo Man TV, Chelsea OG in the building. Absolutely, he is here. Don't see no poll. The poll is right there. Probably
in the live chat section. Matt, sometimes it's hidden away. You have to click on it and it comes up, and you could choose. Man. Yeah. More vote, people. Yeah, everyone, more votes, man. When this ends, we want to have at least 50 votes.
Yeah, let's try and up the vote. We got 24. We want to keep growing. So, guys, do not forget to just share the link on your social media platform. It'll help us out. GM is the last resort coming from Mr. Patrick. Jose Mourinho is what he's talking about. But Jose Mourinho has a history of not playing young players. We have to look into that.
I don't even want to go on about Jose Mourinho. He's way too good for us right now. Like, he's living life, king of Rome, not even Rome, Italy. The way they love him, man. Yeah.
Big up to Alpha. Alpha, it's been a long time, and I know who Alpha is. Big up to my brother, Mr. Ryan. Says, big up to you, Blueclouds TV. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. DJ Sav is also on the platform. Poch is what you call a bottle job. Pot is what you call a bottle job. Bottle job against Leicester City. Bottle bottle the League One and the UCL. I understand. All right, just subbed. I'm a Liverpool fan, but will support the brother. Chelsea OG, big up for the link. For the show, absolutely. Yes, I will also check you out, my brother. I will also check you and sub to your platform.
Definitely check him out, man. He'll even let you on these days. It's proper nice platform, man.
Yeah, King of Animals said too young company. Sure you guys are listening to some of the comments coming. So if you have any reaction, you can drop it on the Patrick Batman said they won't touch Jose. They couldn't handle him. So that's coming from Mr. That's coming from Richard, and also another one coming from DJ Subs. It's Clowns FC. Clowns FC have strike again. What makes the Nagelsmann situation funny? Apparently, the Clowns said Nagelsmann lacked experience. He was manager. He has managed one of the biggest clubs in the world in Bayern Munich. That is what Mr. DJ will come in. Defend Mr. Nagelsmann. Let's see what DJ will say later on the platform. He's here with us today. Big up to Mr. DJ. Patrick said he's the last hope, but we know he doesn't fit the London Cowboy model. He's ACC elite coming from Mr. Patrick. I don't think it's Amaron, because I'm pretty sure he's being ruled out. Coming from big up to you, Steven. Steven, keep trying. Keep trying. Patrick said blue blood. All right, sorry, big up Nimax, CFC, OG, and everyone in the comments. Big up to you, our big brother, the only DJ in the house. He plays some music. Trust, it's hard work, but I love it. I understand. Yeah, it is hard work. If you're really dedicated and you love what you're doing, you should always drop your 110% and do it better. Patrick Batman said, greetings, not being on here a while as the Chelsea job interview are very time consuming. Blue blood, you telling me? Are you the one interviewing them? Emma James. Yeah, Emma James, big up to you. It's Pochettino, the highest favorite so far. It seems as if the link are very solid.
When it was on the odds, if you check the odds on DraftKings or Bet365, he's the biggest favorite for a manager we've had this whole season. Like more than Lampard was. So if he's not the manager, it'll be a big upset in the bookies in their eyes. So
all right,
bookies get it wrong. So it seems like Poch is going to be the guy.
Good. I'll mute the comments a little bit real quick. I have the last one over here, which is Richard Evans. It really depends on how much the new manager swallows the rubbish from these owners that will dictate who is being picked.
Right, I'm sure that's what. For metaphors.
Yeah.
Poch is one giant, big old empty bottle, right? So you can fill him with a lot of rubbish. You know what I'm saying? For that bottle job, he could take a lot of crap. I'll tell you that much, man. He's there. He's definitely going to stay happy for that money. We're going to pay him probably just under what Potter got paid, but obviously less he is.
All right, so I'm gonna let the panel flow a little bit. So big up to Mr. Kim So. Kim So, welcome to the stream. Big up to my big brother Phil Smith, and also VR7. Everyone has been in the stream, so now the panel has to flow a little bit more. Mr. DJ, welcome back to the stream again. What do you have for us? Then OG can come in, Colors can come in, and we can go. Let's keep it going.
Big up, guys. Big up to you. Big up, Max. Long time no here, brother. Big up to you, CFCOG.
You're too loud, bro. You're too loud, man.
Oh man. Where do I begin? I said it earlier on. I said it on the stream. I dropped it yesterday on the stream yesterday. It's like my friend Johnny says. Big up to Johnny. Clown FC's here again, bruv. Yeah, and that's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of clowns. That's what these owners are, and I'm never going to accept them at Chelsea. I'm sorry to say that because they're ruining our football club. I mean, to see where we were last season, what Roman has given to them, right? Where we've been and what happened to us. And people can say you can't, stop talking about Roman. I'm sorry I have to keep mentioning Roman in all this because, from what Ken Bates built to Matthew Harding to now, and then Roman Abramovich to these clowns that are coming in and ruining our football club as they're doing. It's a joke, mate. I mean, you sack an elite manager in Thomas Tuchel, first of all, then you try to bring in a magician, a man who's supposed to know these new tricks in Graham Potter, right? The guy clearly doesn't know nothing, right? And and now we've gone and got rid of him. We brought back a legend, all right, making this guy now fail. and now we're looking at bringing in a Tottenham player. Now, it's funny. I was listening to a stream today, right? Okay, and I saw some Chelsea fans on that stream, and they were saying literally, this is the young generation of Chelsea fans that seem to want Poch on board. Now, I don't know if anybody actually goes to, and anybody that watches, I know everyone's gone and seen Chelsea play at Stamford Bridge, most of them, everyone. If anyone hears the theme tune to what we have in the beginning of the thing, is that, that song goes, he goes, we hate Tottenham, Chelsea. If people know what that actually means, they'll know why I don't want this guy at the football club. And I tell you what, if he's the only guy now that's left to come in, because we've kicked Enrique out the door. We literally kicked out Nagelsmann out the door. We're now going for we're now looking at Vincent Kompany, and he's talking about saying a manager of experience, right? This guy's managed Bayern Munich. Kompany's gone and done well at Burnley, and he's talking about bringing him in to be maybe possibly our manager, one of the short candidates to come in. I mean, come on, man. What are these owners doing? They're ruining everything about our football club, man. And look, listen, I'm gonna come off now, yeah.
No, keep going. I agree with you, man. I agree.
I'll let someone else land here, because I don't want to come on here and take over the show. But listen, at the moment, for me, these owners, man, I don't see no positiveness out of these owners. And I tell you what, if they don't get it right next season, I said it on the show yesterday. If they don't get it right next season, right, it wouldn't surprise me. People don't going to go and watch Chelsea. I can't. I'm thinking about freezing my flipping season ticket for next season. Right? That's how much I'm feeling about it. And I would never ever do that. But these owners, oh my God, they're just a disaster, mate. So listen, I'll let everyone else land now. All right, and
DJ, that's not usually. You're usually very positive. So
no, I'm usually.
We're talking about positivities. I want someone who can go against the motion of DJ Sav, and I'm going to go to Max. I'm going to go to Max. Max, show yours over there, so you can go against DJ Sav.
I usually agree with you on a lot of things, DJ.
I know you do. I know you do.
But on this occasion, if I don't care about Pochettino hasn't done anything wrong to Chelsea. I don't care the fact that he's managed Tottenham.
Yeah.
Benitez was something different, because remember, he made some comments about Chelsea.
Yeah, he did.
Which didn't go well with the Chelsea fans. So if Poch comes in, he needs to. Obviously, some Chelsea fans are not going to like him because of his Tottenham association. But it's all in the results. So if he starts winning games and making us play attractive football, then that's going to be forgotten. If Harry Kane was available, would you take him, DJ, knowing what our scoring problems are?
Do you know what, Max? I actually rate Harry Kane. I think he's one of Tottenham. I think he's one of the best players at Tottenham, and I know you're going to go with this one. And I used an example today on my Comments and Cachilla stream, where I said to a fan on there that Jimmy Greaves played for Chelsea and Tottenham. He's a legend. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So when fans say that we're being a bit, what do you call it, with it's just with the manager situation. I don't know. It's just because listen. I'm not saying Poch is a bad manager, Max. I think people get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but if you think about who we could have had, right? Who we could have had that's out there right now, and the reason why these owners don't want to take them on is because they don't want to be puppets. These managers don't want to be puppets to these owners. Because
the owners, because remember, owners are just going to give the okay at the end of the day. We've got Bubel, we've got Winston Stanley. They're doing the selection process.
Do you really think they are doing that, Max?
They are.
But even then, Max, that was too late. It was too late. We already spent all that money. I mean, honestly, how much money can we even spend? How much money is left for any manager? One player?
Exactly. You know what? That these managers came in. I mean, these owners, Bowley and etc. They came in chest out, thinking that trying to be a bit clever and trying to, got rid of Tuchel and bought in Potter to fall. And if it worked, they'd have been geniuses, but it backfired. So that's why I think this time they are being extra vigilant about it. They're looking at they're doing their due diligence, and they want to get the right player, the right manager in. That's why they've had a lot of rounds of discussions with managers. We are only in the outside looking in, so we don't know what the discussions were, whether the managers are aligned to the way that they want to go. Because remember, we've got a director of football. They've got a vision of where they want to go. So maybe within those discussions, they just didn't have a good feeling about it. So as I said, only time will tell how these discussions went or what happened, because we just the fans, we don't know all the ins and outs of what's happening. Yeah. So what I'll say about Poch is that for the squad that we've got, I think that he can develop them, because he's worked for a young squad at Tottenham. He worked miracles at Tottenham. Okay, they didn't win anything, but he made them relevant again. Tottenham haven't been relevant for ages. They haven't even got into the top 4 before he came. So they were regularly Champions League contenders. Yeah, and they actually made the Champions League final. And to do that with Tottenham, that's a minor miracle. I know we've got a Tottenham fan in the chat somewhere, but that is a minor miracle to do that with Tottenham. Tottenham haven't won anything since they beat us in extra time 2000 and
I think it's 2009.
2008. Yeah, the year it was the year we were in the
Woodgate.
Champions League final, wasn't it? When 2008 would have been. Yeah, I think it was because we lost the Champions League to Manchester United that same year. I think that's when we lost to Tottenham. And yeah, and they haven't won anything since then. And I don't think they've been close to the top 4. And then he came in, as I said, made them relevant. Someone say Pochettino's a yes man. He's not a yes man. What Pochettino can do as well, he doesn't mind what squad he's given. He'll work with the squad. He doesn't demand players. Okay, he'll say, "Give me this. If you want to give me this set of players, I will work with them, and I'll try and improve their ceiling." And so that doesn't make him a yes, because he had fallouts with Levy. Levy's not the most.
I'm saying he could take a lot of crap, before he reaches his limit, much more than most managers.
I don't think he's not going to. He didn't let Levy pick his team and everything else. He's still his own man in the way that he wants to play and philosophy, etc. And I don't. This yes man business. I'm not.
It's overused. That word's been well overused.
That's thrown out a lot. Yeah, they just want a yes man. They want this. No, they want someone who's going to align to their philosophies. It doesn't make you a yes man, in my opinion.
All right, thank you very much, Enzo Man TV. 29 votes in on the poll so far. And Enzo Man TV is 29 votes. Right now, it's 30 votes. We've done 54 minutes of streaming. And then Vincent Company is only getting 17% of the votes. We have Mauricio Pochettino. Yeah, Mauricio Pochettino is at 43% right now. Then someone else is 30% of the stream. Of the vote cast already. They're not sure and don't have any opinion. It's at 10%. So we're trying to see how we can try and get the other 40%, which is those that are not sure of who is coming in, to add up to either Mauricio Pochettino or Vincent Company. So I made it very, very well to try to make sure I see who those that don't have, they're confused. They don't really know who is to come in and take over. And those that are really in favor. So I put 4 options over there. And it looks like it's making a very, very good poll over there. So yeah, it's 43%. Lots of them, 30% alone says someone else. You're not really sure of either it is Mauricio Pochettino or Vincent Company. So that's just by the way. Kim's, go ahead.
Can I just make another point on what DJ was saying as well? What we've got to realise as well with these new owners, they've made a lot of mistakes and they've owned up to their mistakes as well. But what we've got to realise is, if rather than criticising the owners, we should be criticising Boris Johnson and those sort of people for the way they treated Abramovich. Because when Abramovich took hold of Chelsea, those discussions were going on for a long time. So he was able to make his plans before the takeover. So he said, look, he got in some of the right people like Pierre de Vitzer and Pini Zahavi and people like that. So he would have been doing his groundwork a long time ago. These guys, remember, it was a quick fire sale. So they got the club in usually these takeovers take around about 3 or 4 months. This took 2 weeks. It was about a month, isn't it? And they only knew they got the job. They got the club, because remember they did a lot of rounds of the Rain Group did a lot of rounds before we found out who the eventual winner was. And then so they had a short window in which to get everything together. And remember, the season was up and coming, so everything was done at breakneck speed. Okay, they could have taken their time about some things, but it was all rushed. And you've got to remember that. So remember, we had Todd Bowley being our director of football for a while. And he doesn't know anything about football. I think he wanted Marina. I think it was Marina's decision to leave, because I think he did want her to stay for the transition, but she decided to leave as well. So we've got to remember that. And so he was relying heavily on Thomas Tuchel to be the player recruiter as well as the manager. So those things got to be taken into account also.
Yeah, I had a friend who went all into the Biden and Boris Johnson theory, and I was like, all right, that's the facts, but that's getting way too political. I'm more the mindset that it happened, so we've got to accept it from then onwards. But yeah, they effed over Roman Hardman. I hope one day it comes back to the bridge. That'll be nice.
All right, we got some few comments from two legends that I know on this platform. This is coming from Staff. Staff said Vincent Company is 2 years older than Nagelsmann. Then they have this also come another legend football club, Blue Blood. Chelsea accepted Glenn Hoddle as a manager in I think in the 90s. All right, that's coming from our brother Staff over here. And then big up to you, Emmy James. Emmy James said perfect. Kim So said we are the worst team in London. Then he went
in the Premier League, maybe for now.
If Pochettino comes to Chelsea, I'm done with football. I'm fully transitioning into UFC.
Join me, bro. I got a UFC channel, man. The Fight Week Pass. Holla, man.
All right, Makeem said that so suddenly Lampard becomes the best option. Option KMT coming from my brother over here. Snoopy G said 100%. Then we have this one coming. So Kim Su said on God, if I'm the manager of this team, I will bring us the European glory. That is coming from Richard Evans said, Blue Blood, yes, that's true. He has played for us, and he threw. Okay, he brought in Rude Poch. He brought in Rude Poch. Doesn't have that pull. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone that shared the stream for us. Thanks. Much appreciated. I keep reading it. I'd rather Lampard stay compared to those. These options.
I can't agree with that.
All right. You guys take it away again. We're still on it. DJ Sav. Go ahead, sir. DJ Sav. I know DJ Sav is just tired.
No. Listen. Look, Max has made some excellent points there. Listen, I very rarely disagree with Max on what he says.
DJ. Let me ask you this. Let's look at it. Let's look at the bigger picture.
Right.
I know. Spurs have big issue with Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club. The rivalry will still be there, but are we looking at the bigger picture in terms of how this club can move forward, or we're looking at Pochettino himself? Because Pochettino hasn't done anything with Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone on and say anything that's very, very detrimental to our football club. So why? I wouldn't say hate. Why wouldn't you like him? Why wouldn't you like him?
No, listen, I've said it yesterday. I said it on stream yesterday. I don't hate Poch, and I think he can. I think he's a good manager, but I just think what we could have had out there, that I think is just better than he is. But in terms of you're saying about developing players and things like that, yeah, he's got a good track record of that. We saw that at Southampton, how he developed the players there. Obviously did it at Tottenham, but I think with him, I guess it's probably more to the fact that it's his whole Tottenham connection. Maybe that's probably what it is. Maybe, and maybe the fact that he's not. I mean, apart from I think he only won things in France, didn't he? Really. And I mean, I know he got Tottenham to a Champions League final.
Yeah, people discount those that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, look, out of him and Company, and not because I don't like Company, because I think Company would be an excellent manager when he actually comes to the Premiership. I think he'll be a good manager. I will take him over Company.
I think DJ Sav is having a connection problem.
All right, he'd probably take Poch over Company. I would take Poch over Company in that kind of that way. But as I keep saying, I think it's more to the fact that, and I think the reason for me is I'm looking at what we could have and what's out there and available, and we're going for somebody who's like, just divides opinions. I guess because of the Tottenham connections. And it not would just be myself that be thinking that. I think quite a lot of the Chelsea fans do. And listen, I have no hate towards Poch. I've said this already. It's just at the moment for me, I guess he's just dividing my opinion at the moment. I guess if he does come in and I'll see how it all goes and see what happens with him and see if he does come in and see what kind of a job he does, maybe I might take a different take on it. But at the moment for me, I still think there's better out there to get than him. That's just my take on it all. I mean, I look at the managers that are there and you know who my number one choice is. And in fact, I've got two number one choices, but unfortunately one of them we can't get because he won't leave the national job, and that's Hansi Flick. Okay, I'd love him to have come to Chelsea. Carlo Ancelotti was another one, but he's going to take the Brazil job. Okay, but you know, the other one obviously is Luis Enrique. I mean, if it ends up with Poch, it's with Poch. But let's see what happens.
DJ, don't you think that if Pochettino get a job and then comes in and be able to win the Premier League with Chelsea, it shows how weak Tottenham Hotspurs are and how the mentality is very low. If Pot that was have that difficulties being able to win anything with Tottenham, he came to Chelsea within a few time. He's able to win something big at Chelsea. Don't you think
crazy.
that?
I agree, bro. I love you came out of that, Nia, because of the Tottenham fan that's in the comment section. I love you came out of that, brother. Trust me. But yeah, it's so true, bro. It's so true. If he does come in and he can win a Premiership title, I'll then look at the Tottenham fans and they go, "Hey, mate, well, you're manager for how long, and you couldn't even get you guys a title, or you guys couldn't get a title, and yet he comes to Chelsea and he does it." Let's see what happens, brother.
It could be the same thing compared to Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel couldn't win the Champions League with PSG. As soon as he walked into Chelsea, he won the Champions League. You see what now Tottenham was. I listened to what's his name, Julian Laurent of the journalist for. He rep ESPN. He did said it. They feel very, very bad now. They feel like they have to get Tuchel back. So sometimes it doesn't work well for other football clubs, but the ones that move away, the environment suits them to be able to get the best out of it.
Look, listen, it's all good talking and theorizing and hypothesizing. But next time, not even this time next year, just before January, we will know so much more. If Poch is here or whatever, whoever's here, we'll quickly see whether this circus has completely messed up even more, or maybe they'll go slightly that direction. I won't hold my breath. I know we can go Europe, but as I said, by this time next season, we'll know everything. I don't think we are going anything, sadly, but I can see us being top 4 before January, top 3, whatever, and people singing his praises. But top 3, honestly, it's meaningless if you don't win something. Top 3, and then you win the Carabao Cup or whatever, you win the FA Cup, that's fine and all. Yeah, but honestly, if he finishes top 3, goes to a finals and flops it, that'll be even worse. If he goes to a finals, they'll just add the label of bottle job will, increase more. You're not really that much of a bottle job when you're using the quarters and semis. But when you're using the finals, they don't care if it's penalties or not. Your bottleness goes up, especially if you already haven't won anything in this Premier League settings. But I do think he is. I'm looking at the odds. I look at him. He's the most overwhelming favourite. I do think we're going to get Poch. I do see it happening. He might get top 4, but I don't want no fans to be rating him for top 4 because honestly, next season most managers should get top 4. Like most decent managers that aren't English. Sorry Lampard. Sorry Potter. But yeah, anyone of those. I've got no expectations. I don't expect anything to win. Yeah.
Next season it's not going to be as easy as you're thinking. You have Brighton, who is playing very, very well. You have Newcastle.
No, Brighton will get hit by the European curse. It's like honestly, if you're not a top club that has billionaire investment or none, like Newcastle, they don't count for me because they're not a low club, to be honest, and they've got the money beyond. But I can name so many teams. I got literally research it. I'll get like 10 teams that have finished in Europe and then. Look at Everton. Look at West Ham. Look at Middlesbrough up to them when they got to finals. Look at Fulham when they got to finals. All these teams go Europe, you're dead the next season or the season after. But I think it's the next season mainly. So there's more as well. There's more other teams that go to Europe. And when I say they died next season in the Premier League, like bottom half of the table, it's so many of these teams. So Brighton's, I think they'll definitely get hit with that European curse. Brighton's like a signing or 2 away from being, a Leicester City. A team could sign a player or 2 from them. If Caicedo and McAllister's gone, like that's a big hole. Like honestly, they'll be bottom of the 10th to between 20th and 10th. So don't give me that Brighton one. The only one you can actually give me is Newcastle. They're the only team that's going to change the landscape next season, add an extra competitor. But by my theory, Tottenham and their tightness, they'll drop out. They'll drop out slowly. They're not spending money. They'll probably sell Harry Kane. Son's done for. They're not going to find another Gareth Bale, are they? But on that note, I'm out. I've got to go.
Thank you very much, OG, for spending time with us. Enjoy yourself, and then I'll say happy Eid, bro.
Big up,
happy Eid.
Big up, Max. Big up, DJ.
Get some minerals. Get some minerals into the stomach.
I'm getting my minerals in, mate. I'm getting them in tonight.
Get some minerals in there. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, OG.
Cool.
yeah, now I'm left with two more legends, Bets and Butlers, BBTV, Max, Mr. Max is here, and I have DJ Sab is here. We're gonna continue waffling everything we can waffle. That's all we can do at this moment. Try to agree and disagree, but it doesn't mean that we hate someone. We don't hate Pochettino. We're trying to assess his options and see if he'll be the right person to manage Chelsea Football Club. And that's all we're trying to talk about. And I want to, all these, if you look at the comments, all things coming from Kim So, Mr. Patrick, and other people, they're all saying, okay, he's not a winner. He's not that. But then we are trying to, criticize him based of his history with Tottenham Hotspur. I'll say Tottenham Hotspur has been one of his biggest jobs he's ever taken in association football. From Southampton, he did a very, very good job at Southampton. He did. He brought in good players, sold them for big money for Southampton, likes of, I think, Sadio Mane. Like I said, I'm not so sure with Virgil van Dijk. I think Van Dijk was under Mr. Hasenhuttl. It was under him, but then he did a very, very good job with those mediocre players and average players, get them playing good football. Then he had another opportunity to go to a big team, like, not if I say a big team, like, a team with a bigger stadium with all these facilities to coach them. And then we saw what he did. He made Dele Alli's price tag went to 100 million now. Without him and Dele Alli, Ali's price is now up to 2 million. That's where we are. Delay 100 million drop all the way down to 2 million. That is how good Pochettino can be. But we're trying to assess right now. There's so many options. There are coaches that have been taken out, but then it's Poch. If we get Poch, what can we get out of him? That's what we are trying to assess here at this moment in time. So we have our big brothers here who are taking us through. We're trying to get this analysis and see what we take from it. So who wants to go again? Max or DJ?
I was going to say, let Max. I've been talking all this time. Let Max go, bro. Let Max go.
Okay.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's all right.
On what point? We got a point, or just talking?
We're still bringing in more points, and people. If you look at some of the comments are there, he's not a winner. He's not that, and I know you've touched his base on who a winner is and what he can do if he's a guy that has been appointed. Assess. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Right. We say Pochettino's not a winner. But who is he? He's managed Espanyol, Southampton, and Tottenham. Even Guardiola probably won't be able to win anything with those three teams. So let's be honest. I think what we saw with him. You look at his potential, and with a good team, which Chelsea are. Let's not forget we still are a good team. I think that he can do good stuff with us. So, and as Kuzma said, he's got Premier League experience as well. And Tottenham are bottlers. They always have been bottlers. We always make jokes about Tottenham when they've been Spursy, ain't we? We always say that comment. They've been Spursy. So. To get him as far as they did, and even against Liverpool in the Champions League final, wasn't it just 1-0 they lost? I think was it 1-0? I think it was 1-0 against Liverpool in the final.
Yeah.
Was it 2? I can't remember. Yeah.
1 or 2.
So
I've got to check that. I think.
So even that, the way they came back against a very good Ajax team, that was very that shows that he. They were down and out, and they came back well in that game. And as I said, he's always kept them in the top 4 every season that he was there. When he got sacked, were they still a top 4 team? I think they were still in the top 4 when he got sacked. Yeah, because they were in the Champions League that season. So he's made them competitive. It's just that we are used to winning, and then if we get a manager who gets us back to winning again, because we're used to winning, winning's in our DNA, then. Yeah, we'll be back to the top sooner than some people realise.
All right, big up to you, Afro Thunder. We are all not to Chelsea. American money is as bad as Saudi money coming from my brother, Afro Thunder. Thank you very much, Afro Thunder, for tuning in and giving us a like. Guys, do not forget to drop a like on the video and also share if you have the time for us to share our video on any of the platform that you find yourself in, being Facebook or Twitter Much appreciated for doing that for us. We'll look into that too. So okay, Kim Sosa Boli is running this club. Absolutely, he owns it. But then the idea of I own it, so my way or no one's way is not right. You have to leave it to the experts who understand the term of association football for them to get us to the promised land. Staff said that Boli tried to buy the club in 2018, so Roma knows him. I'm reading from bottom to top because I messed up some of the comments from up. I jumped some of them. So Snoopy G, so that's coming from Staff. Thank you very much, Staff. Roma remote working coming from Snoopy G over here. Egghead and Todd B should live in America. Egghead and Todd B should live in America. That's coming from Snoopy G. Thank you very much. Staff said that Egbali is part of the Clear Lake. They own 65%. Think it's 3 of them, and they are 3 others. Okay, there are 3 others is what Staff is trying to let us know. Thank you very much, Staff, for the information. Caption save said OG become knob to this club. I don't know about that, but maybe he is. On other note, you celebrating on Sunday, Staff. All right, that's a question coming from Mr. Patrick. I think he already answered it. I don't know if he did. Big up to my brother here, Space. We'll be back and big again. Says Saudi money is evil. That is coming from. I don't know how we think it's evil. It's oil. They drain oil. They mine the oil and they sell it to developed countries that need oil to do their business in their country. So I don't know how you think it's evil. They're blessed with oil, so they have to be happy about it. I know if a country is blessed with oil, you wouldn't say oil money is evil. Oil money is very, very good. West Ham are in the semifinals with Declan Rice looking like KDB coming from our big brother Makeem. Thank you very much, Makeem, for your comment. Take care, Mr. OG of deleted fans. Thank you very much, Space fan calling us deleted. You don't know, man, but I just love you, bro. I just love you. It's all good. Kim still said to Stav. This is Stav. Really, I thought they are Chelsea fans. They think that their group name was Saudi Media Group. All right, so that's just by the way. Saudi Media Group had bank though. That's also okay. Chelsea OG speaking facts. All right, he did. Yeah, he did. Some of the stuff he said are really, really relevant. Very, very important to hear. Some of them you can disagree or agree. How much does Koulibaly have? We can't give him a blind eye coming from Mr. Patrick. Staff, and then Mr. Max. If you guys have any reaction in terms of the comments that I'm reading, you can go ahead and do a reaction. Matches. You can go ahead. So if you guys want to react, you can just draw my attention. West Ham are still in Europe, coming from my brother over here, Kim. So Brighton will finish 13th next season. Yes, if they don't have the strength, if they don't have enough big squad to play, in the Europa League and also play in the Premier League and all the competitions that we'll have, it's not that easy. It's not going to be easy. Patrick said 100% to make chant. And also we have this, we have that coming from Staff. Said correct, Richard Evans. So I'm not sure what Richard said. Richard said, let's not forget about all the other owners. It's not just Boli. He is a face. He is the face. The power is behind him. Yes.
Yeah, everyone seems to forget that.
Yeah.
That everyone, because Boli is kind of the face.
Yeah, Boli is the face of it. He only have 25% of the shares. Yeah. Go ahead, Max.
Apparently, Egbali, I'm hearing, is making a lot of the decisions as well. Yeah. And you've got to remember, we got Grandpa is involved as well. So, Mr. Heiss, Grandpa Heiss, Vice, Vibes.
Stuff. DJ Stuff, you want to say anything in regards to that comments that came in from Mr. Evans? Looks like DJ Stuff is a little bit busy right now.
Oh, sorry, bro. I was just reading. Sorry.
All right.
What's he saying? Let's not forget about all the other owners. It's not just Bowley. He's the face. And no, it's true. And like Max just said, he's not the only one. Obviously, Egbali owns. He also plays a part in all the decision makings there. And like you said, Mr. Grandpa Weiss as well is the other one that does it as well. So, I can understand that. But as I said, at the moment, I feel that at the moment they have made the wrong decisions at the moment. And like I said, next season they have to get everything right. They have to get everything right now. The manager in place, the right manager, everything has to be put in place. Because I tell you what, Max, you know this as well as I do, bro. Right? Yeah. If things don't go how it should go, you know the fans are just going to switch. And I know it's very unlikely that will just happen, but you know, some fans will look at it and they'll start, because he's already had a couple of fans that have already come up to him already. I don't know if you saw last week on the new, they were showing it in the thing. He had one guy telling I don't know what the guy had a conversation with him, but he wasn't very happy with him from the stands. Yeah. So I don't know how quick this could get turned around. This is why I said he needs to get this decision right, because we can't afford to go for another season like we did last season. Do you know what I mean?
100%. That's why I think it's taken so long, the process, because he's cross-examining all the managers at the moment just to see whether everything aligns. I said that before, because he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's made another mistake and he's got to sack another. He doesn't want to be that guy who just keeps sacking managers. So this time he wants everything to be right, and that the new manager who's appointed ticks all the boxes.
All right. Poch won 3 trophies with PSG, still not for me. I don't know who you guys are going to go in for, but to be honest with you, a lot of big accounts are saying this is coming from, Alois Gobek, another guy that I met in here in America, Charlottesville, when Chelsea was playing Charlottesville. I met him and we have some few discussions, and this is what he has to say. It's never been the biggest Poch fan, just like me, but I think the criticism against him are pretty weak. PSG situation would have been tough on 99% of managers. That wasn't his team to craft, which is one of his strength. Also manage Spurs, but I think it's 2013. All right, it's consistent. All right, this one doesn't come very well, but yeah, just like I said, he felt like a lot of the criticism are going to Mauricio Pochettino are a little bit weak in his opinion. That's his opinion. But yeah, we'll move on from there. What else do we have here? Stav, I read what Stav says. It's Patrick, it is a Roman of Greek. Tuco extract, I think, is it Tuco? I'm not sure what it means. Extraction, not English. Okay, I'm not so sure of that word coming from Mr. Stav. Okay, still at ST, and we very much respect him. All right, I think a little conversation between the two of them. His mother was Palestinian as well. All right, we're going to mothers and families and everything. Bully clown. Also, all right. This is very deep, man.
Yeah,
very deep.
Can I just make one last thing? I need to go in a minute.
Yeah, we're about to. Yeah, we're almost done. We're done. Yeah.
I want to make one last statement.
Go ahead, Max. Go ahead, Max.
If anyone read the Telegraph earlier, Sam Wallace said that the squad is going to be built around elite players, and the ones that they're going to be trying to build the squad around this season are Reece James, Wesley Fofana, Enzo Fernandez, Mudryk, Badiashile, Nkunku, and Levi Colwill. So if that's the case, and that's the core, then I'm all in for that, because I think this is the way that we need to go. Players who haven't
100%.
been sort of so these players haven't had the culture of some of the other players who just believe play badly, get the manager sacked, and get rid of all this player power. And people like Enzo Fernandez, Wesley Fofana, even Mudryk, I like the mentality of those players. They've got strong mentalities. Obviously, they're young now and they've come into a mess, so it's hard for them. But if we can get rid of some of these the players in the squad and let these players shine through, then I think the future's bright.
Just a quick question for you, Max, before you go. Do you think Thiago Silva's safe for next season because of the comments he made about the owners?
He's just been honest, and I hope
I like that about him.
He's just been honest. Exactly. Yeah. And if they get rid of him, then that's ridiculous, because I think he's just telling them he loves the club. He's only been here for a couple of seasons, and you know that he loves the club. You can see how passionate he is.
Yeah,
his wife Bella as well, passionate they are. And I think we need to keep him. We can't get rid of all the senior pros, We need to keep the right senior pros, and he's one of the right ones who can bring the
100%.
youngsters through. I think the likes of Sterling, he hasn't shown. For me, he's disappointed me because he was somebody I wanted to see help the youngsters grow, but he's not shown any sort of leadership qualities at the moment. So I want people that, even Aspie, I know that he's not going to play a lot, but to be around just to guide, the whole hands to the younger players, and then he plays bit part role. But even if he wants to stay for another season, I'll be okay with that.
All right, so
although I put him to leave in my book. But,
All right,
yeah. Anyway, guys, I need to run now. So
big up to you, Max, and your family as well, bro.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
Max. Thank you very
care.
much for joining us today.
So
guys, this is how we draw the curtains. This is coming from Snoopy G said, take care, guys. Absolutely take care of yourself, Snoopy G. Thank you for being with us. And also Staff say, yes, Patrick, texts are originally Parisian. All right, that is coming from Staff. God bless people at UTC. Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick, for being here. And also thank you, Stava. Thank you, Blue Blood. And also I want to love you, Snoopy G. And also Afro Thunder. Big up to you, Afro Thunder. Big up to you, Afro Thunder. Then we have Richard Evans. We have Emma James. Emma James, thank you very much for sharing our stream. Gabriel seems like we are going to fourth to fifth choice. How the mighty are feeling at this moment in time. That's coming from Gabriel. If I missed that, Gabriel, I've read it for you. Kim So, and I did McCain, big up to you. McCain, big up to everyone. If I miss any of the name, guys, please apology. Kim So, Georgie, we have Paul Nyakun said, I think I've missed his comment. He says, since we will only be competing for the EFL, FA, and the Carabao, I lean towards Poch. Absolutely, that's what he said. So yes, I think I've big up to my brother Space fans. Space will be back and big. Then who else? I think I've been pretty much. Yeah, also, yeah, King of Animals, the Metal Face Doom. All of you. Philip Smith and Phil R7. Sorry, guys. Thank you very much for being here. This is where we draw the curtains. I want to say thank you very much. You did yourself. Thank you for coming on, brother. Tomorrow we'll meet again.
Always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you too. Hope we can have the good news tomorrow. By tomorrow, I hope so. I don't think it's gonna come by tomorrow, but I hope so. We can get some good news. See you guys again. Leo Desperandons, hang on to hope. Bye bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.
Baby, you are mine.